Hello, I am Liam with Gone Jeepin', and this is the 2021 Toledo Jeep Fest, narrated by me.
4th Toledo Jeep Fest in downtown Toledo, Ohio. Kick off the weekend Friday at Monroe Superstore for the welcome party.
Yeah, okay, we get it. You can see their full video on podcast episode 10 of the Gone Jeepin' Show, where we tease the event itself. This is day one of the event, where a small number of Jeeps hang out at the Monroe Superstore, a Jeep dealership in Monroe, Michigan. This is a casual time with some music, vendors, and an off-road course. Wait, is that a red YJ? Very cool. Anyway, the course isn't very difficult, but it does a really good job of showing the capabilities of a stock Jeep.
Jump it!
The first night is great for getting content without fighting a lot of the crowds. This is Mike's Jeep Betty Boop. You should be able to find a full walk around of this Jeep on the Gone Jeepin' channel in the Lockers Before Light Bars playlist. Highly recommended.
And he said I wouldn't stick it on my Jeep, so I cut it out and stuck it on both sides, and that's how it started.
Another exciting walk around that we'll be posting sometime after this video is David's 1990 Grand Wagoneer. David and his wife love and use this Jeep, and as I'm all too familiar, it takes a little bit longer to restore a Jeep when you're enjoying it, but the adventure is well worth the wait.
I've tried to keep it going. I'd like to get the body redone, so I'm kind of trying to limp the body along while I've been getting the mechanicals done. I didn't want to have engine work done with fresh paint, so that's kind of the order we went in.
First night is also a great time to meet up with subscribers. Todd and his Jeep will be featured on my channel, Jeep Sheep TV. Thanks for showing up.
Todd, what makes you so special, to me anyway? Do you know?
No, what is it?
Todd's a subscriber of Jeep Sheep TV, and he reached out to me and said, hey, I live nearby. So here we are meeting in person. This can happen.
Day 2 of the event takes place in downtown Toledo, and it appears the crowd and event price food seems to have made a few Jeeps a little bit grumpy. But Old Misery has shown up in style. This Jeep seems to have had a rough yet very exciting life. Ooh, and a very interesting TJ as well. Oh, wow, very cool. Fight it. Fight the temptation to make this trip all about flat fenders. Man, these are cool. Okay, here we go, back to this time period. There's a giant duck. Ducks are a Jeep thing now, apparently. And yes, more JKs and an angry grill. My sincerest apologies. I did not get a walk around of this amazing scrambler, but you can remember these two Jeepsters, as there will be a video about these Jeepsters and their Willys Overland Jeepster Club.
Jeepsters were built from 1948 to 1951 in Toledo. And you don't have to own a Jeepster to be a member of our club, but most people do. This particular Jeepster has been in my family since 1956. My grandfather bought it as a second owner. It was handed down to my dad in the 60s and 70s, and handed down to me in the 90s. I've had it in Michigan for about a little over 20 years.
Hey, hello Hood Scoops, 392, Mojave, and this thing.
Okay, Liam, we're trying to broaden our audience. You can do this.
1, 2, 3. It's cool. This is part of the show called the Vendor Midway. There are a lot of really great brands represented here, and because I'm distracted by old Jeeps, I didn't get a chance to stop at many of them at all. Wait, was that Greg? Greg! Greg! Speaking of old Jeeps, here are 2 awesome walkarounds that you will need to keep an eye out for. They'll be posting on this channel sometime in the future.
We did pretty much everything but the body work and the paint. We had it sent out to be sandblasted, the frame and everything. Everything's been taken off of it and redone. We took it down to the frame and the nuts and bolts replaced with grade 8 hardware that we could to, take care of it.
And we had to have a highway-worthy vehicle, so we made the hard decision to resto mod the Willys. We took the body off and did a body off restoration of the body,
and put it on a 2005 Wrangler TJ.
And we're back to the vendor midway where we have a few Jeeps owned by Jeep and Mopar and another really cool truck that I didn't get a walk around of. Sorry about that one as well. But there's also the new Grand Wagoneer, which we are not going to talk about because I have spent way too many hours in that assembly plant. So we will venture to the Seagate Center where there is a Grand Wagoneer that we can talk about.
Really exciting Jeeps out today. Grand Wagoneer, a little diesel engine in it. Just beautifully done. Got a J truck that is so flawless. Oh my gosh. Wow. All the way into stuff that goes really fast. And there is no shortage of really, really cool Jeeps. Tuxedo Park.
Now I think it's appropriate that I give you a break from the commentary for just a minute. Go ahead, enjoy the Jeeps and some music.
Behind me here is a Jeep that not a lot of people know is a Jeep. This guy, right here. This is, if I remember right, a mechanical mule. We are at the Toledo Jeep Fest, and this guy here may look familiar if you're really cool and you subscribe to Gone Jeepin'.
Only the coolest people do.
That's right, and we did a walk around on your Jeep, what, like a year ago or more?
Year or two, yeah.
And since then, you've had a wild adventure, right?
Yeah. I actually got to go on Overland Adventure with Four Wheeler Magazine.
Four Wheeler Magazine, Overland Adventure, and now you guys might notice we are inside at Toledo Jeep Fest, and there is only one indoor place in the entire place. That's the Seagate Event Center, and it's a real honor to be allowed in here and to park your Jeep in here.
And corner parking.
Corner parking. So Joe's been really making waves in the Jeep world and driving around his M715 with a what?
8-liter V10.
8-liter V10 under the hood. We have a whole walk around of this on Gone Jeepin', so head over there. I'll put a link up in the corner or something for you guys, and you can go and see all his hard work. There's a couple Jeeps you don't see every day. This one being a forward control, and it's lifted to the sky for the most part. This guy's really tall, but such an absolutely beautiful build. I've actually seen him out and around. I believe they are local to the Metro Detroit area. And it is just a very, very, very intimidating and awesome looking forward control. And then, all right, we took a Renegade and we put some body armor on it, and now it's an off-road vehicle. And so that's pretty neat. Now there is this J truck, which it's really important to note has independent suspension, and actually if you look around it, this is 100% a resto mod, and a very well done one at that. But you can see that shifter in there is modern, and a lot of the internals are actually modern. But they did such a beautiful job on it. There is no denying that this truck is worthy of being in the showroom. Now, in the spirit of things that you don't always see off-road, we have a Liberty over here, which has really been outfitted quite well for your overlanding type lifestyle. It's very fun, very exciting. And then, of course, we have our Jeep concepts over here. And everyone's favorite, the Jeep Beach concept. And each of these have videos on Gone Jeepin'. If you go over to Gone Jeepin' and you click on the Easter Jeep Safari concepts, you'll get a walk around on each of these concept vehicles. And they did a beautiful job, so you should definitely go and check that out. This is such a good event, and if you are within 5 hours driving, I think next year you should come out and hang out with us, because it is just a ton of fun in the birthplace of Jeep.
Thanks for watching. This is my first time doing a voiceover style event coverage, so please let me know in the comments what you think. And as always, be sure to like, share, and subscribe.